our integrity is parallel to none. So
she
please,
said you have lost the values. Apart from funding, she said you have lost the values you started off with. How can anybody, how can income tax check on your values?
Now,
Mr. Alag, please hear it.
Let the National Broadcasters Association. No, understand. Please understand. Let the National Broadcasters Association decide upon the format of the debate, a neutral venue, a comfortable language, and the points. Let the National Broadcasters Association decide on all these points. Why are you defending Ms. Bedi's U-turn? I thought you were a reasonable guy. You should come out and say that it is
nowhere in the world. Nowhere in the world would you have a person. I think it snatches away from the people a right to ask questions. And Mr. Alag, I don't understand the reason for this outrage of yours. What are people asking for? What are people asking for? Kiran Bedi, what are people asking for? They are asking you to honor the practices that you believed in. Raghav.
They have no other issue.
Raghav, a minute. Raghav.
No, you need to.
Raghav, a minute. Raghav, a minute. Raghav, a minute, please. First of all, the point to be made is.
Pseudo spokespersons are cornered. They descend to any level.
No, 1 second. Now.
And start leveling baseless allegations.
Right. Raghav.
We are not cornered. We are not cornered at all. We are not cornered at all. You ran away from the corner of Delhi Assembly quietly. You ran away.
Ejaz, the question is who's running away.
No,
therefore, if there is nothing, Raghav, a minute. No. You see, who's running away? Who's running away? Ejaz Ilmi and Kumar Ketkar, please. Ejaz, suppose I ask you a question.
Replay your TV thing. She ran away on when you asked about Anna.
Yes. Why would she run away from anything? Don't run away,
And she's answering
Mr.
all
Alag.
the questions in her speeches in each locality.
Mr. Alag,
Every question that you're asking, she's answering.
Mr. Alag, you are making mistake after mistake.
Send the TV channels there and you'll get the answer.
Mr. Alag, so much arrogance is not good. A little bit is okay, but an open display of so much arrogance may not be appropriate.
I'm not arrogant.
Don't talk to the media in that condescending tone, Mr. Alag. Don't talk to the media in that condescending tone. You put your camera, you'll get the answer kind of thing. You don't want to engage with the media, don't engage with the media. But if anybody is under the view and the false view, Mr. Alag, that media is one-way traffic, we'll make speeches and they will be carried verbatim, then you should not want an independent media in this country. All you need are stooges and you won't get them, Mr. Alag. Now my question is, no, Mr. Alag, I've heard that. No more condescension.
You have a right to ask questions.
Mr.
Kiran Bedi also has a right not to answer this question.
Why would she not answer? So here's my question, Ejaz Ilmi. You answer for her. Ejaz Ilmi. Ejaz Ilmi.
You have the right to ask questions.
So Ejaz Ilmi, here's a question. I ask you the question.
The Anna issue.
I ask you the question.
She does not want to answer the Anna issue.
Okay, so should we go into questions? Let's go into questions, right? Let's go into specific questions now. With 20 minutes on this debate, we're now going to put specific questions. Question number 1. In October 2012, you went public suggesting the need for an open debate. Now you take a completely different line. Is that a change of position or not? Kumar Ketkar, we'll go specific now. Very easy answer here. Yes or no? Any doubt? From an AAP supporter?
That Mr. Trivedi and Arnab, Sunil and Mr. Trivedi both are suffering from loss of memory. Do they remember that they did not raise the issue of so-called maturity and propriety of the debate when Narendra Modi asked Dr. Manmohan Singh first and Rahul Gandhi later for a public debate? And they did not raise all these questions of how the method should be, what are the modalities. They did not raise these questions. And just remember, exactly 4 years ago, actually 3.5 years ago, Anna Hazare, Kiran Bedi and Kejriwal, all three of them were together, and Anna Hazare was considered as a reincarnation of Mahatma. And suddenly, that Mahatma has been sidelined so completely, as was shown in the interview. It was shown in the interview that Anna Hazare, so-called reincarnation of Mahatma, has been sidelined by the BJP. Mohan Bhagwat came on television. Mohan Bhagwat came on television and said that Anna Hazare's movement was actually organized, orchestrated by them. And at that time, and in 2012 after Gujarat elections, Narendra Modi was challenging Dr. Manmohan Singh on 15th August when Dr. Manmohan Singh was addressing Lal Killa. Narendra Modi addressed an alternative rally and said time has come for Manmohan Singh to directly debate. And that was the period of Colgate and
what is the worry?
And all that debate was demanded. And suddenly now Trivedi and Mr. Trivedi and Sunil Alak suddenly remember, suddenly don't remember all this, have loss of memory and say that, you know, we always want to debate, but we want to debate with certain conditions and modalities.
The entire monsoon session was washed out on the issue of debate on 2G and CWG.
Total U-turn as your parties have been doing, as Congress has been saying.
Have a debate outside
it is a total U-turn. You are afraid now. And let me tell you, Mr. Trivedi is worried because of the rebellion in the BJP ranks. It is the BJP rebellion that is worrying them, and that's why they cannot defend Kiran Bedi and they cannot offend Kiran Bedi. They are in problem.
Now the question is, Mr. Trivedi, just Mr. Trivedi, Mr. Trivedi, 1 minute. 1 minute.
As far as the rebellion
just a minute.
You know you're anti-BJP, so may as well come out.
Everybody is deserting from Anna to Agnivesh, from Kiran Bedi to Shazia Ilmi, from Ashwini Upadhyay to Vinod Binni. Why they are deserting every day?
Sudhanshu Trivedi.
It is the problem of rebellion in the
Mr. Trivedi, I'll tell Mr. Trivedi 1 minute.
Like
you see the issue which is in the public domain is this, Mr. Trivedi, that Kiran Bedi is just refusing to get into a debate. She's refusing to get into a two-way conversation. Now, the issue is, here is a person who's not been in politics. When you enter politics and you enter public life and you want to be propped up as Chief Minister, we presume principles should matter, ideology should matter. Now, what would people ask you? I was asking yesterday if Kiran Bedi a detailed explanation, if you saw the interview, on why she was changing her line. I was just beginning to ask her, this is what you said earlier, this is what you're saying now. Now, either you tell me today that in today's politics for the BJP, ideology matters little, principles matter little, only political convenience counts.
But Arnab, that was a good question.
No, what my question is to Mr. Trivedi, Mr. Sunil Alak. I want the BJP to answer.
Yes, Arnav.
So, Mr. Trivedi,
very good question.
Stand, as you have said in your statement,
should have answered.
Prior to anybody joining the politics, anybody can have any stand on any issue of the social concern.
Okay.
But as soon as you join the politics, then you are having a responsibility, and then your stand should remain consistent. Like Aam Aadmi Party, after forming the party, they have said that ki bachcho ki kasam khate Congress se samarthan nahi lenge. Then they have done it. Then they said that 49 days government resignation was wrong, which Arvind Kejriwal himself had admitted.
Okay,
so it means if you are consistently admitting and doing wrong things,
so you are saying,
coming into
very important
power,
comment from you, Sudhanshu Trivedi, it does not matter what your position was earlier.
Or your understanding.
It does not matter what your position was earlier. Fine. Raghav Chadda responding to you. It does not matter what your position was earlier. Once you join the BJP, you keep your position intact. That's your position. I understood your position. Keep in mind, Mr. Sudhanshu Trivedi, there was a person called Vittal Radadia who went with a gun outside a toll booth when he was a Congress leader in Gujarat. And you, another BJP spokesperson, says this kind of Gundaism will not be allowed. After that, you made him join the BJP. He is now a BJP leader. You will be reinforcing the view you can have any record, any position on any issue. As long as you're with the BJP, you're fine. If you're outside the BJP, you're not. Mr. Trivedi, that's a thin line. This is not the language of a party that believes strongly in ideology and principle. I thought you always said you were a party with a difference. Are you a party with a difference?
Political party or political leaders try to nurture, sponsor and establish the criminal elements in the party, like Congress has done.
And you import them. And you import them.
1979 for Indira
You
Gandhi
import them.
and make him then member of parliament.
Then tell me what were the...
Kiran Bedi was given ticket and made member of parliament by Samajwadi Party, or Lalu Prasad Yadav does. This is the criminalization of politics. If somebody has done some mistake, he should be punished according to the law of the land.
What about Nihal
It cannot be termed as a...
Sir, what about Nihal
BJP as a political party is supporting criminals. This is not the case.
Mr. Trivedi, what about Nihal Chand, who's a rape accused and still is in Mr. Modi's cabinet? Do you have an answer for that? Or Ms. Bedi has an answer for that?
On the issue of accusation, there are so many. You have just come in the politics. You will see that so many allegations can be put on persons till it is finally validated.
Sir, rape is a very serious crime.
Let me complete.
More than one-third of the ministers,
not from the National Women Organization, but from the International Women Organization. And Somnath Bharti
you talk about women's security. The BJP speaks about women's security. Your Chief Ministerial candidate
he was
about women's security. How will you deliver women's security when you have a rape accused in your cabinet?
Consistently defending Somnath Bharti.
Sir, Somnath Bharti, all the charges have been quashed by the Delhi High Court. All the charges have been quashed. Forget my leader. You talk about Mr. Nihal Chand. Why is he still in your cabinet? Why does Mr. Modi's cabinet constitute of leaders? And
I would like to ask Mr. Raghav Chadha. Who is Tony Sori? Who is Vinayak Sen? Who is convicted by the High Court for supporting Naxalism?
Who are they? I don't know them. They are not my members. They are not members of my party. They are not office bearers of my party.
And who is
They are not office bearers of my party.
Given ticket to
why are you running away from the question?
You are supporting constitution.
You are running away from the question again. Let's talk about Nihal Chand today. Let's talk about Nihal Chand.
Okay, 1 second. By the way, I want to place on record
Sir,
an interesting fact. Raghav Chadha, let me place on record an important disclosure here. I want to make a disclosure. I want to make a disclosure which will be of interest to the Aam Aadmi Party. 1 second, please.
You are supporting the terrorists. Those who are committed.
Mr. Sudhanshu Trivedi, zara shant ho jaiye.
They are okay because you are having an
Sudhanshu Trivedi ji, zara shant ho jaiye. Meri baat suniye, Sudhanshu Trivedi ji. I am about to make a disclosure and you need to listen to me. We say, should Kiran Bedi not run away from a debate? Should Kiran Bedi not run away from an interview? Let us place on record, Kamal Mitra Chenoy, that if there is one person who runs away from an interview on Times Now, not from other channels, it is Arvind Kejriwal. I don't know why. But viewers would have noticed. If there is one channel Arvind Kejriwal will not speak to or give an interview to, it is Times Now. So Mr. Raghav Chadha, Mr. Chadha, please, let us not go further. We all know the inconsistencies of the Aam Aadmi Party. I know the inconsistencies of the Aam Aadmi Party when I asked you questions in December, when we did stories or we did debates that were critical of the Aam Aadmi Party. Super touchy Aam Aadmi Party boycotted Times Now for a month. That's how democratic you are vis-a-vis the media. As far as your party chief Arvind Kejriwal is concerned, go and ask him tonight. Why does he not give an interview on Times Now? And he will probably need to give you an explanation. Anyway, I'm not getting into that. My question is this. No, my question is that everybody is inconsistent. Mr. Chadha.
Run away from any debate on any TV channel. I'm with you on that. Nobody should run away.
1 sec.
Nobody should run away from a TV channel debate.
Thank you. You just changed your position.
Nobody should run away from a TV channel debate.
You just changed your position.
My point of view.
In 15 minutes, you changed your position.
I am totally in support of that. I think
in 15 minutes you changed your position.
But this debate between two leaders has still got to be discussed by all political parties to make it an event. That every time there's an election.
Why? I don't understand. I think you know what? If you want debates, this is so hilarious that the BJP says the BJP wants debates
saying Kiran Bedi
in which it wants the questions beforehand.
Kiran Bedi leaving your debate was wrong. She was there. She should
okay, here's a small clip.
She should not have left.
Here's a small clip of what happened last night. A small clip. Here's a small clip. 1 second. A small clip, please.
Bring it in.
A small clip. I'm coming back. A small clip, please. A small clip of that interview. I'm going to play it out briefly and I'm coming back. Let's see what happened.
I think it's very uncivil. Doing a debate with him plus is a tamasha, and I'm not for a tamasha. I think tamasha. I don't want a tamasha.
रिक्वेस्ट करता हूँ, वो किरण जी नहीं मान रही हैं, शायद किरण जी ने मना कर दिया कि आप लोग बना लीजिए उनको। अजय माकन जी को भी तीनों के बीच में डिबेट होना चाहिए, जरूरी है।
Well, we didn't have the exact interview clip. When I get it, I'll play it back. But if there's one party, Kamal Mitra Chenoy, that cannot accuse others of running away, it is the Aam Aadmi Party. You are a party that always runs away. Kiran Bedi is running from a debate. She's running away from an interview. But what did you do? You ran away from government, charge number 1. You ran away from the people. You say you consulted them through a referendum. When you agreed to form a government, you abandoned them when you resigned. So second time you ran away. Then thirdly, you ran away from the promises you made before and when you came to power. The list of unkept promises is there. You ran away from your promise of not taking support from the BJP or the Congress. You ran away from your promise of being one with the Aam Aadmi when you chose luxury and privilege over austerity. How many things did you run away from? No, you ran away from taking action against Somnath Bharti when he was indicted by a judicial inquiry for the Khirki midnight raid. And by the way, Raghav Chadha, the Justice B.L. Garg committee has been set up by the LG, made some serious observations from him. You didn't expel him from your party then. How many things did you run away from? You ran away from, you undermined the anti-corruption plank you fought on by running away from the government over the Lokayukt bill. You ran away over procedural matters. You ran away on procedural matters in which how the bill should be introduced over the substantive matter of the promise you made to the people. So, Raghav Chadha, this is not a time machine. These are 7 facts presented to you.
They are giving us a second chance, but there is one point that I don't agree with you on, is that we delivered on every promise that we made, apart from Lokpal.
Raghav.
We delivered on each and every promise.
No,
Raghav.
Not a single power station.
Raghav,
not a single power pole, not a single electricity pole, not a single water tap. You did not put not a single electricity pole, not a single water tap. You did not do anything for power and water for the citizens of Delhi. You did not put a single power station. You are in a permanent state of agitation and confrontation.
We have given
Every
you
day was a
ample
dharna.
explanations, sir. We have given you ample explanations.
You ran away from your promises.
Why did you put the electricity pole? In whose house did you put the water taps? Who got water? 6 lakh people need water. Did you give water? Did you sit with your partners, the Congress party, and get the water from Haryana? They were supporting you. Did you talk to Hooda that time to get water for citizens of Delhi? You did not do that.
Mr. Goswami, you were speaking. Okay. So
Mr. Chadha.
I challenge you. Pick up my manifesto and pull out one promise on which we did not deliver.
Okay, so Mr. Chadha, here, 1 second, Mr. Chadha. Okay, Mr. Chadha throws a challenge on the Newshour. 1 second, he says. Okay, so Mr. Chadha, let's debate this right now. Okay, 1 second, let's debate this. Mr. Chadha throws a challenge. Pick up one promise from our manifesto which we did not keep in the time that we were in power. Because Arvind Kejriwal goes around and he has one line, Jo bola wo kiya. Question number 1, and there are only 4 tonight. Raghav Chadha, don't run away, please. 4 questions. Question number 1, regularization of unauthorized colonies. Unkept promise. Regularization of unauthorized colonies. 1 second. Process of authorization, planning and supervisions would be done by the local Mohalla Sabha with direct participation of the people. Did not happen. Unkept promise.
Yes.
Question number 2, unkept promise number 2, rehabilitation of people living in slums.
Allow me to answer now.
Rehabilitation of people living in slums.
Allow me to answer, sir. Allow me to answer.
Unkept promise number 2.
So when you talk about the participation, when you talk about discussions and participation in Mohalla Sabhas, the Aam Aadmi Party had drafted a bill called the Swaraj Bill.
No, you did nothing.
Supposed to be
you did nothing.
That very session. That is number 1.
You did nothing. You ran away.
Decentralization of power vis-a-vis unauthorized colonies and regularization of these colonies.
You did nothing. You ran away.
Initiated and set up a committee.
Did you put one single electricity pole somewhere?
No. So I have answered both the questions. We acted on the Swaraj Bill that talks about decentralization of power, and we acted upon the regularization of colonies. We initiated the action.
What else did you run away from, Raghav Chadha?
No.
You ran away from promise number 3, unkept promise number 3. Because, these kind of things that you see, this is the problem. You go on channels where you go and say, we did everything, and then they, broadly smile at you, you smile back, and it's a cozy conversation, you move on. If Arvind Kejriwal were to come on Times Now, I ask him, did you set up your courts to ensure speedy justice? You promised it. What about your promise on contract labor? Go and read your manifesto, Raghav Chadha. No contractual jobs for work that are required 365 days a year. Ensuring implementation of minimum wages.
22,000
was that implemented?
Were given permanent jobs.
You said no contractual jobs for work that are required 365 days a year.
That committee gave its observation.
Did you ensure implementation of minimum wages?
Teachers of government schools got permanent jobs.
Don't be
They were
selective.
shifted from contractual
Don't be
labor to
selective.
permanent jobs. 22,000.
You can't make a promise at a general level, give a delivery at a micro-specific level. You see, this is the problem, Raghav.
No, sir, no.
So I say tonight, you're the original party that ran away.
Mr. Goswami, I've given you...
You are running away. You ran away and Kiran Bedi is now running away.
We delivered on VAT. We delivered on simplification of the taxation regime. We delivered on autos. We delivered on a whole bunch of issues,
RTI
Mr.
exposed
Goswami.
you on VAT.
When you critique
There were
us, you
240
criticize
raids.
us,
The
you
government
blame
of India
us, we
exposed
take
you on
that
the
happily.
RTI.
But
There were
when
raids
it comes to
conducted.
delivering of
240 raids.
promises, we
You said
did
no
that.
raids.
We actually
You were
did that.
exposed on VAT. You were exposed on corruption.
I will explain you. Section 49 and 59 of the Delhi VAT Act talk about a raid.
There was
A raid is where
Sudhanshu
when a
Trivedi.
magistrate and 20 other people go and nab an office premises.
So, you know...
Surprise checks.
Okay, gentlemen, 4 minutes on the debate. 4 minutes on the debate. 4 minutes on the debate. Sudhanshu Trivedi wants to come in.
You only cut power connections.
Kamal Mitra Chenoy wants to come in.
Do your
To the viewers tonight.
before asking questions to me.
To the viewers tonight.
Whose house?
To the viewers tonight.
Did you put a water tap or electricity pole in whose house? Name the individual. One voter of Delhi. One voter of Delhi.
We got
you
the
put an
CAG
electricity
audit
pole
done.
or a water tap.
We reduced the power tariffs by 50%.
One voter.
We ordered an inquiry
Not a
in the
single
meters
pole,
of the electricity.
not a single tap.
What, Mr. Ilmi?
Did you enhance the supply? Did you put electricity poles? Did you put
But
water
most
taps?
importantly...
Did you inaugurate substations?
We had
Did you
3
inaugurate
weeks-
flyovers?
But most importantly, and that is why I call this election an issueless election. In fact, I think the people of Delhi should be warned. The people of the national capital should be warned that they are being fed a lot of lies by both sides. Most fundamentally on the issue of ethics by the Aam Aadmi Party, Kamal Mitra Chenoy, ethics, consistency, values, ideology. Arvind Kejriwal says, I have nothing to do with Sandeep Dixit. बच्चों की कसम है कि ना बीजेपी से गठबंधन करेंगे और ना कांग्रेस से. December 10th, 2013, people have supported us. So we create and maintain an alternative government in the country. We cannot ever support parties like the BJP and the Congress because the Aam Aadmi Party is an alternative to both these parties. How many quotes do you want? How many people do you want me to put on record? Inconsistency is the hallmark of Indian politics. Inconsistency, hypocrisy is the hallmark of Indian politics, and Delhi is the proof of it. Kamal Mitra Chenoy.
We are giving a vision for Delhi. Where is the BJP's vision?
Arnab.
We are giving a vision.
Arnab.
Yes, Professor Chenoy.
The alliance.
Yes, Professor
Raghav, you
Chenoy.
keep quiet. Arnab.
Yes, Professor Chenoy.
Arnab, you are being unfair.
How?
Arnab,
Everyone
you're being
accuses me.
unfair.
Last night,
The
Kiran
basic
Bedi says you are
principle of the
unfair.
debate
Tonight,
is
I
to be
am being
fair.
told by you I am unfair.
Yeah, because in a debate, it should not be rhetorical. You ask a question, you wait for an answer. You're not waiting for answers
Which
from me.
question was rhetorical?
The rhetorical question of that we didn't hold to our promise of standing.
There were
alone
examples,
inside the
not
assembly.
rhetoric, sir,
There's a
with
very
respect.
simple answer. But I tell you why. We had only 28 seats in a 70 house seat.
So who told you to take the Congress support and form the government?
We were 28.
Nobody was opposing you.
The Congress support was withdrawn when we went after Reliance. If
Who
want
told you
take
to take their
Reliance,
support?
fine. But we had a
Really?
reason of
Show me a piece of paper where you said we'll go after Reliance and still you'll have to support us.
Lodged. No. We filed an FIR. A former chief of naval staff, 3 senior retired officers.
Sudhanshu Trivedi, Sunil Alag.
filed the FIR.
No, sir.
And after
No, but
Reliance
he
got
doesn't
angry,
know what
then
he's talking about at this
both
stage.
BJP
One at a time.
and
As far
Congress
as-
got together.
Look, the whole debate today was, should there be debates
Now,
or not? I think there should
leave
be.
aside the
but
other
before you
subjects.
begin it, let's put down a particular framework for people that we call. Let's have a structured debate with structured questions the way they do it in the United States, not allow it to become anything, and then nobody should oppose to come on to a debate. Right now, leaders are scared because I think there's a situation where they don't know how structured a
Leaders
debate
are
will be.
scared. Who is the
And
leader you're
become a
talking
free-for-all.
about? Are you
What
admitting
was
on national
Arnab, you
television
convinced-
Kiran Bedi is scared?
Arnab, you convince them that you'll have a structured debate. They will come. They should come. And if they don't come, then we should criticize them.
Everybody's
I agree
debating
with
every
you.
day.
They should. If they don't come, we should
Everybody's
criticize
debating
them.
every day.
No, but if
That's all.
Sudhanshu
But
Trivedi is
I
not
think
scared
at
to
this
come on a
stage-
debate, why should Kiran Bedi be scared? I think Kumar Ketkar wanted to come in on that. 1 second. Yes, Kumar Ketkar.
Arnav, I want to say something.
Yeah. The only point I want to say, the only point I wanted to stress for Sunil Alagh is that all these issues about the propriety and the constitutionality and whether the debate should be held before or later, all that they are remembering now. Nothing they remembered for last 2 years.
But I didn't support it then.
particularly
No,
when
1
Anna
second,
was a
Kumar.
leader,
Don't
all
put it in my
leader of
words.
all, Kejriwal,
Even when
Bedi,
Mr. Modi
they
asked
did
for a
not
debate,
mention any of
I
the
did not
propriety.
say on
They did not
television or
mention
anywhere
any of the
that there should be
propriety.
one. Why are you putting it on to me? This is not correct, Kumar.
No.
I never
But you
at
did
any
not
point
raise
of time said
when
that there
Narendra
must
Modi
be a debate.
himself,
Please.
Mr. Sunil Alagh, you are a self-styled defender of Narendra Modi. You are a self-styled defender of Narendra Modi.
I am.
You
So,
did not at that
so
point
what is
of
the
time
what is, how
raise
does
this
that
modality
how does that
question.
answer the
All
question
this
you are
so-called
asking?
method and ethics
That you are
did not
saying that I
discuss.
said there should
You
be a debate.
always
I never
played to
ever
the
said there
gallery
should
of
be a
supporting
debate.
Narendra Modi without raising this question.
I am not. You are
Now
playing
that
to the
Bedi is
gallery
in
against
trap,
BJP all
now
the
that
time,
Kiran
Kumar.
Bedi is
Come out as a
trapped,
Congress
you are raising
supporter,
these
no?
questions.
All that. At least I'm
No,
professing
you
I'm
are
one.
raising these
You don't
questions
profess
now
it and
because
you go
Kiran
against
Bedi is
Modi
in
all the
trap.
time. No, come on, Kumar. You also come out of the closet and say you're a Congress supporter, full stop. You're anti-Modi, come out and say it. At least I have the guts to say I'm pro-Modi. You don't have
I
the
never
guts to
said I
say
am a
you're
Congress
anti-Modi.
supporter. You
You're
accused me
always
of.
anti-Modi on every
I
show.
never said I am a Congress supporter. You always said that you are a supporter
Then-
of Modi. You openly
I
said
am,
you are
at least,
a
but
supporter
you
of
are,
Modi. I have
all your
never said I am a
debates,
supporter
I
of
want to
Congress.
see even
have
once you
accused me.
supporting Mr.
You
Modi
have
on anything.
accused me. You have
Kumar,
alleged
I'm
that I am a
accusing you
supporter
right
of the
now.
Congress.
Show
I
me
have
one
not-
program where you have supported
I have
Modi.
not declared-
Why don't you come out and say I'm anti-Modi? I'll support Congress, I'll support AAP, but I will not support Modi. Why don't you make that statement? Then at least everybody
You
will
have
understand how
accused
biased you
me.
are.
I have never said this. In fact,
I'm saying, I at least say it.
you have
I'm
raised
honest
these
in saying I'm
issues. I have
pro-Modi.
not. You
And I
have
say
come
my
on
views are
record
biased.
saying that you are Narendra Modi supporter.
But I'm
I have
saying
not
it.
come on record
I
saying
am
that
saying
I am a supporter
it.
of Rahul Gandhi or
I
Dr.
know,
Manmohan Singh
but it's
or
about
Sonia
time
Gandhi.
you came
have
on
accused
record
me
and
of
said
that.
you're anti-Modi. Because every statement of yours is
But I
anti-Modi
don't
on
want
every
to,
show,
because I don't
Kumar.
want to support them.
Every
I
show
don't
of
want
yours
to
you're
support Congress
anti-Modi.
because
Why don't you
Congress
come out
has
and
done so
say
many
it
wrong
then?
things.
No, but
Say you're anti-Modi. At least I'm saying I'm
Congress
pro.
has done so many wrong things.
No,
Why should I
enough,
support?
yeah.
But what are we debating?
No,
I'm
but
sorry. Are we
Congress
debating?
has done so many
Are
wrong
we
things.
debating
Why should
Kumar
I support?
Ketkar or Kiran Bedi? I think we got it slightly wrong.
No, but
one
I'm
thing.
saying that we should have a
Where is the
debate.
question of supporting
Till
Congress
Kumar
in
said
this?
that Sunil Alagh came on and said, why I was not supporting debates till it becomes structured. Once, Arnab, you come up with a structured debate, and if they don't come, I'm totally with you.
You know,
there
a
should be a
structured
debate.
What a
That's all
structured
that they're
debate is,
scared of
you
at
know,
the moment
those
is an
days are gone.
unstructured debate
Sunil Alagh,
because it's
Sunil
uncharted
Alagh,
territory
Sunil Alagh,
here.
there was
That's
a
what I'm
time when
saying.
No personal
this whole
attacks.
business,
No
what you mean by a
vindication.
structured
No
debate is one where
innuendos.
questions are given in
Issue-based
advance. Okay, so that's not
No,
the
but
way.
do it like America does. They give it in advance. You
That's
come
not-
prepared. Put on all the most difficult questions. You will not change your questions. You will ask those
Why
questions.
should we give you? If the
In
questions are
America,
given in
when I
advance,
say
they are not
they come
difficult.
prepared to answer.
What are you talking about? If the questions
No, no,
are given
I
in
know, but
advance,
I'm
they will
saying,
never be
Arnab,
difficult.
Even if you want to ask,
You think we gave Rahul
structure
Gandhi
doesn't
questions
mean
in
that you
advance?
don't ask difficult questions.
Please.
You must ask difficult
And if he
questions.
would have been given questions in advance,
I
maybe he would have
agree.
answered them differently. Come on, don't be ridiculous there. I think one question, one fact
Look,
which is proven
when you
here,
have
Sudhanshu
a debate
Trivedi.
between Obama and
Sudhanshu
everybody else,
Trivedi.
isn't it structured?
Sudhanshu Trivedi.
Isn't it structured?
Sudhanshu Trivedi, you know, simple point. What this debate proves is everybody changes their position. Everybody is inconsistent. Everybody has very, very loose values and positions. And I think this whole idea of propping personalities sometimes is a way to not discuss issues, ideologies, consistencies, and firm positions. You think you can glamorize an election to this point where this personality A versus personality B, we keep talking about how the personalities are, not discuss the issues. Sudhanshu Trivedi, if Kiran Bedi has nothing to hide, let her come on, frankly speaking, and let her do that debate. Because he doesn't do that debate,
Arnab,
that will become the biggest issue before this election.
In media. Arnab, on this issue of debate in media, I would like to put an interesting fact. if you take into account in the last 2-3 years, after the formation of Aam Aadmi Party, the number of media minutes they have got on all the TV channels put together is more than the number of votes which they have got in the last Lok Sabha election.
Hey,
this is the proof that what you are there on the ground, reality on the ground, and what you are there in the media. This is the basic motivation factor for which you are trying to take the people away from the basic fundamental issues on ground and just create an issue in the media. Second thing, Raghav has said that rest of the other issues are okay, but on the Lokpal issue they were unable to deliver and they have not changed their stand. I would like to remind the Uttarakhand government of Bharatiya Janata Party,
Mr. Trivedi,
General Khanduri was the only government which has given a Lokpal debate which was held by Anna and Kejriwal. But when they came in the power, the Congress repealed it.
Mr. Trivedi,
Mr. Trivedi, this was the compulsion of power. Yeah. This was the issue of change of their stand.
Right. So
and right now they are not making this an issue.
Mr. Trivedi, the subject is still trending for 48 hours.
Every issue.
I find it amusing. I find it amusing that the BJP is complaining about the media coverage. You didn't complain about the media coverage when Modi was running the Prime Ministerial campaign. I thank you very much. How times change.
Party managed to get the number of
I thank you very much for joining me on debate number 1 on the Newshour tonight.